how can we relate SaaS 2.2 to CX and what's in store in the CX landscape when we talk about SaaS 2.0?
And if a SaaS product that you're choosing, whether it is in social listening or whether it is your CRMs, marketing automations, check this for the first thing. Do you have an app marketplace? That's essential because me as a brand can grow. I can have tomorrow different teams who will ask me for different kind of workflows. I shouldn't go back to that vendor and say, build this customizations. I get stuck. So the ready-made connectors are very important. And that's what we essentially call as SaaS 2.0.
Tell us a little bit more as to how these integrations in app marketplace really help brands, to scale up their CX efforts, and all. If you can just deep dive into that.
I can have a brand who would say that I love your product, Connect Insights, great social tool, etc. But I have a call center where what I want is that the calls that come from that platform should be initiated within Connect Insights, and a ticket should be created out of that. Okay, and if there is a lead that is generated, it should go to my CRM, and from there I'll nurture the lead. Like that's kind of a requirement. And if a person calls you or comes on social media, whatever channels that we offer, I'll still get one view of the customer across channels. That's the beauty of omnichannel customer experience, and that's possible because of this integrations.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to our episode 2 of our podcast, CX with Connect. So we had a great start last time with our first episode talking about the 4 pillars of omnichannel, and today we are going to explore a topic which is a bit technical. The name of the topic is SaaS 2.0. And to share his insights with me today, I have Mr. Samir Narkar. He is a techie at heart and is also great at scaling businesses. So we'll pick his brains as to what is SaaS 2.0 and what is its store in the CX world. Right? So Samir, thank you very much for joining us. And if you can give us a bit background about yourself, that'll be great.
Sure. I mean, since this podcast is about SaaS 2.0 and we are going to talk a little technical, I'll give you a little background of what I do personally. I started my career, of course, as a software programmer, so purely techie at heart. I still make my hands dirty in coding and all that stuff. And post that, of course, as part of scaling business, you do many other things like sales and marketing and, everything that is required to build a company. But yeah, you rightly mentioned I'm a techie at heart and here to share all my insights on what questions you have today. So,
right. So let me dig a little bit in your tech background. So, what is the first ever code, if you remember what you've written?
Okay. So I started my career as a software programmer in finance. Mm-hmm. It was derivatives management system. It was back then. Futures, options, forwards, and all that stuff was pretty new in the market. Interest rate swaps, cross-currency swaps. I mean, a lot of people won't know all this, but whoever comes from equity or derivatives market would know. I was fortunate enough to get a chance to work on those products back then, when nobody knew about it. So we were building a software. I was really fortunate to get an opportunity to work in that domain. I did that. I worked with a lot of bankers. Got a chance to sit with them in the deal desk where $1 million deals were put in, right. And I kind of got stuff like a lot of finance related stuff. Right. So, but yeah, purely into coding. That was my first line of code, in true sense. I mean, not the college stuff where we write a few for loops and some HTML code, right. And C++.
Thanks. Thanks for sharing that, Samir. I mean, everyone wants to know, where we start and how we progress. Right. So coming back to our topic now, since this podcast is all about customer experience. So how can we relate SaaS 2.2 to CX and what's in store in the CX landscape when we talk about SaaS 2.0?
I mean, we have called this podcast as SaaS 2.0. I mean, the way to look at it really is whichever SaaS product that you use, essentially you should really look at things like whether it is scalable or not. Like we are into customer experience, we are into social listening and those kind of things. What our platform does is it gives you insights from all social media platforms. It gives you a platform to engage with your customers, respond to their queries, and engage with them, workflows, and all that stuff. In true sense, one product is really doing great job what it is supposed to do. Likewise, there are other products, your CRMs, who do a great job in terms of giving your customer relationship management or your marketing automation tools. There are conversational AIs. Then there are contact centers. As a platform, they all do a great job.
Right.
What can go wrong is if they are not able to connect with each other.
Okay.
If they do not have an app marketplace kind of stuff, where let's say if I want to connect a contact center with a CX platform or a social listening platform, and if it cannot connect seamlessly, and every time you go ahead and build customizations per client,
Right.
then that SaaS product is not scalable. It is like a just CRM or just contact center platform. Look at it this way: why do we use Gmail or why do you use Microsoft Office 365? They are great email tools. So is the case with Rediff Mail and Yahoo Mail, which are great email tools. But can you have modern contacts? Can you have seamless calendar syncs? Can you have video conferencing synced with Yahoo Mail or Rediff Mail? They don't offer that integration seamlessly. So that's the problem. You just don't look at an email tool like an email tool.
Right.
You look at an email tool that can connect with other platforms seamlessly. Like, can I connect my Gmail with Slack? Can I connect my Gmail with Dropbox? It's like, ready-made connectors built in. Okay. In that sense, any SaaS product that you look at should have those kind of connectors readily built.
Right.
Absolutely no code, not even low code. Absolutely configurable, not even customizable.
Right.
And if a SaaS product that you're choosing, whether it is in social listening or whether it is your CRMs, marketing automations, check this for the first thing. Do you have an app marketplace? That's essential, because me as a brand can grow. I can have tomorrow different teams who will ask me for different kind of workflows. I shouldn't go back to that vendor and say, build this customizations. I'll get stuck. So ready-made connectors are very important, and that's what we essentially call as SaaS 2.0.
Excellent. All right. Thanks for explaining that, Samir. I think that kind of clarifies what the concept is. But I think you spoke a lot about integrations and the app marketplace. So if you can tell us a little bit more as to how these integrations and app marketplace really help brands, to scale up their CX efforts, and all. If you can just deep dive into that for some examples.
Sure thing. I mean, let's look at a few examples. I can have a brand who would say that I love your product, Connect Insights, great social tool, etc. But I have a call center where what I want is that the calls that come from that platform should be initiated within Connect Insights, and a ticket should be created out of that. Okay, and if there is a lead that is generated, it should go to my CRM, and from there I'll nurture the lead. Like that's kind of a requirement. We would say fine. I mean, we do have CTI integrations. You can have calls coming inside Connect Insights while your social tickets are in one place. And if a person calls you or comes on social media, whatever channels that we offer, I'll still get one view of the customer across channels. That's the beauty of omni-channel customer experience, and that's possible because of this integrations. So that kind of an integration is also possible, right? I'll get the calls within Connect Insights, okay, and I can push those tickets to CRMs. From there, you can nurture that as a lead, and whatever marketing automation drip campaigns you want to run, you can do that, right? That is one example. The other example could be there could be another customer who would say, I have a very strong contact center and I want to push my social tickets into that contact center because I have all my agents sitting there.
Okay.
We'll say fine. I mean, that's very different from the first example where everything wanted to be in Connect Insights. Now you want everything to be in your contact center platform. We'll say fine. You have defined the workflows as a brand. My implementation won't take more than, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We have ready-made stuff, connectors built in, and this way you can also go ahead and build it. We have integrations with the topmost contact centers in the world. We have integrations with topmost CTIs in the world. Similarly, there can be another customer who would say that I have a CRM and I want all tickets to come in CRM. Can you push your tickets there? I'll say fine, possible. So someone might say, okay, I need an integration with my marketing automation tool because I want to check before I run any kind of campaigns. I want to check whether there are any open tickets about that person or not, and then take a different route for that particular person or contact. So businesses are complex. Right? Businesses needs are complex, and you need to have those ready-made workflows built in. Right? A simple example. Let's say let's get out of the CX thing, and again I'll go back to the email example because can correlate that. Let's say you get an email, okay, and in that email there is an attachment. Okay, now you want to build a workflow that says that if an email comes, I immediate want I want immediate notification on my Slack, and if there is an attachment, it should get downloaded to my Dropbox or my Google Drive. If that is the case, you can build those connectors within like 5 minutes. I mean, connectors are ready-made. You just have to configure them and done. You can build that kind of a workflow. That's what you'll get in Gmail, Microsoft Office 365, but you'll not get that in Yahoo and Reddit, right? Similarly, when it comes to SaaS products, you really have to see if there are connectors available. I mean, I can have a requirement of Slack integration, Microsoft Teams integration. I can have an integration with Salesforce CRM, Microsoft Dynamics CRM. I might have an integration required with Genesys like a contact center or Exotel like CTI. And I want this ready-made because I cannot wait for you to build those stuff. You need ready-made connectors. That's app marketplace approach. That's SaaS 2.0 that we really talk about.
Okay. All right. And if you can delve into what are the essential components, because we've spoken about a lot of technical terms like CRM. So if you think what according to you would be the most essential components or best standard practices for implementing a SaaS 2.0 setup?
Yeah, I mean, you need to really define what you want as a brand. Like I already gave 3 examples of someone wanting calls to come within social listening platform like Connect Insight. Someone wants Connect Insight social tickets to push into contact center. Someone wants it in CRM. They want, so once the requirement is absolutely clear that this is what I want, you should implement it in a nice way. And as I said again, it has to be completely configurable, and those connectors are readily built. Yeah. And you need to have proven use cases of what you have done that with previous brands. And I don't see a brand today who just says that I want just a social listening or a social CRM tool. There are still big, but eventually in a year's time when we do education of this sorts, to tell them that what you really need is an omnichannel experience. What you really need is a 4 pillars of omnichannel experience. They take that journey of integrating everything, like whether it is one platform, everything, or multiple platforms, but connected in such a way that you get one view of the customer. In CX, okay, the most important thing is to get one view of the customer across channels. Right? Because I as a customer can come on any social media platform, calls, and in social media itself you have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, you have Play Store, App Store reviews, e-commerce reviews, blogs, forums, news, consumer forums, Quora, Trustpilot, Reddit, so many places from where you can come. Then you can come via calls, you can email, you can chat, how can all these channels be combined as one channel? Right. Is the essence of CX. And if you get one view of the customer across channels, then you have achieved that omnichannel. Because then if I am a contact center agent and I'm talking to this person and I know his history from social media, I'll serve him better. If I am a social media agent talking to this guy, right, on DMs, I get his previous conversation history across calls and all, chats and all. And I get an AI summary of it, I get quick analytics of it. I am empowered as an agent, right? That's AI. AI is not about just automation, response management. AI is about empowering humans, right? AI in CX world, AI is about empowering agents, right? So that's the true essence of CX. In SaaS 2.0 in CX context.
Right. Thanks. I mean, I think you kind of laid the baseline when you talk about how SaaS 2.0 is very essential for brands to get the one view of the customer and probably eliminate silos and work as a one cohesive unit. So when we're talking about SaaS 2.0, I think when you're talking about CX, one of the important implications is data and security and privacy. So what do you think? What are the implications when it comes to SaaS 2.0?
So that's a different discussion altogether. It's very important. I mean, data privacy, all your compliances, those are most important things. And another thing that brands should look at when subscribing to SaaS products is, do you have those necessary certifications in place? There are some regional certifications per country, and then there are of course global certifications. Whether you could do GDPR, SOC 2, ISO, and then there are so many per country, like HIPAA and all that stuff, right? So that is a necessity. Again, there are laws where your data has to be in a country. I mean, it's a cloud, and everybody goes for cloud solutions only. But does the data reside in your country? We have instances in 6 places worldwide. So those are the things, again, that are very important for the brands to choose. I think in last 1 year, 2 years, we have seen that the discussions start with this stuff. Give us your compliances, tell us about your data security, give us your code review certifications and all that stuff. The ISO people come first for the discussion. And SaaS 2.0, integrations, all that stuff, technical, how it works, implementation. But before that, compliance and those things are very important. And
all right. So now I think moving forward, what do you think how the scenario looks for SaaS 2.0, and what kind of trends you can envision for the future, and how brands can be on top of those?
Yeah, I mean, we see across the globe, like while we interact with customers from 35 plus countries, things have evolved a lot. I mean, when we started, say 8-9 years back, social listening was something that everybody knew, and they wanted. So we started as social listening platform, right? Now it has evolved as an omnichannel CX platform. But so explaining the need of social listening was the kind of efforts that we had to take back then. Now pushing the brands to understand the omnichannel CX is what I think probably from last 2 years we are doing. That please take this product, but ensure that it is connected with other platforms and go for that omnichannel CX. And we have kind of done a lot of efforts to explain to the brands why they should go for omnichannel CX, why you should get one view of the customer. We have done our efforts, and so are the other SaaS products. So the trends would be still those brands who are not looking at this as one unified platform, rather looking at it in silos. They still would go and implement what many brands have done. Yeah.
All right. And any roadblocks that you see in the right now or even in the future that will prohibit brand from implementing SaaS 2.0?
I mean, siloed approach is a problem. I mean, sometimes the brands come and they say, okay, we just want a social tool. We have a product that does this. I just want this much. So educating them is a roadblock. But I see a good percentage of maybe 30% brands think that way. If I have to just make it simple, of course, in different regions, different asks.
Right.
There are some countries where contact center is the main stuff and they want everything within that platform. There are certain platforms who say, okay, contact centers and social don't integrate. I mean, don't integrate in the sense I don't want one platform for everything, but I want them to be connected so that when I see something over here, my agents over here are different. But when I my agent on social sees something, he should get data from there. And when my contact center agent is actually talking to the customer, I should see the social history. So sometimes that is also required. So different geographies have different kind of requirements. I mean, the way brands want it is how the product should be able to do it. And I think we've already spoken a lot about the workflows.
Thanks a lot, Samir. So one last thing, before we wrap this up, your advice to brands who are trying to implement or spearhead their CX and what how they can leverage CX and SaaS 2.0.
Yeah, it goes with our mission, right? I mean, our mission is to empower every brand to implement 4 pillars of omnichannel CX, and we do it one brand at a time. So every single brand, doesn't matter how much they pay, if they have taken Connect Insights as a CX platform, we do ensure that they should go ahead and at some point in time integrate their CRMs, marketing automations, conversational AIs, contact centers, all connected in a way where you get one view of the customer, either in one product or either in multiple products, but yet connected, right? So Connect Insights, right? Connected.
Thanks.
That's what our motto is.
Thanks a lot, Samir. I think that really puts a lot of perspective into SaaS 2.0 and also gives us a good connect between the 4 pillars and SaaS 2.0. So thank you everyone once again for listening to us. We'll be coming back again soon with our next podcast topic, and we'll have a lot of insights coming in from that topic as well. So till then, stay tuned and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.